Kaya yata yun.
Uy, meron din ako ha.
yung pala yung naabangan.
Doesn't look like a factory. Do you have a short tour?
Bakit may kabilang husgan, di ba? Yan yun.
And we have that delegation from Ministry of Finance.
Hi.
Oh, if you need to use the restroom, one downstairs. We'll have a short tour in maybe 2 or 3 minutes after we assemble everybody. We'll have a short tour in about 2 minutes. Try this, please.
One more. One, two. Okay. Good. Thank you.
So you're manufacturing all the
We have license to manufacture drugs, supplements, and cosmetics. Drugs also, yes. Yeah, synthetic drugs.
synthetic. What about the preparation? Who has approved those manufacturers?
We have the
by FDA or
FDA.
or they are over-the-counter drugs? Are they over-the-counter drugs or they've been approved by FDA?
All approved by the FDA. We have 3 licenses, all under the Food and Drug Administration. Synthetic drugs, herbal supplements, and cosmetics. Even cosmetics. We have licenses on that. Alcohol, disinfectants are part of cosmetics. Cosmetics.
Toiletries?
Yes, but we don't do that. We have license, but we don't do that here.
You haven't mentioned all supplements to the
Yes. All of these licenses came from the FDA. Almost all of these are part of the Ayurvedic system.
This is Google.
Yeah, this is
Google. Two things are there. These when you graduate, 5 in pharmacopoeia.
FDA approves us anyway. Because as long as we can prove that it is safe and it is
You have to prove it.
yes.
You have to prove that. And this is what the formulation that you have to share.
Yeah.
Extract.
Mhm.
So
Here, we can have some drugs like, you use this a lot. This is this for athlete, diet, food supplement के नाम से. This portion here is not herbal. This is the synthetic. Some of these are combination. Correct. This is a combination, but some are synthetic. We manufacture products for in-house, and we also do toll manufacturing. And those are toll products for toll clients.
Yeah. Since these are the food products, you don't take any claims. Right?
For food supplements, no claims.
Regulation of the same.
Correct. Would you like to have a tour on the facility? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Started in June 1, 2020, during ECQ. That's when I hired our first employee during ECQ. But in the span of 3 years, we got license from the FDA to manufacture drugs, supplements, and cosmetics. We manufacture for our own, and we also do toll manufacturing for other companies. BAUERTEK is a research facility. We do development and we do manufacturing. We also have plantations, and we have our capability to do testing is very advanced. I'll show you. Come on. Vendor of the year.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
You're familiar, of course, with curcumin and piperine
Oh, yeah.
and jam. This one is in combination with allicin, extract of garlic.
Allicin, yeah.
I understand
The
you.
garlic.
I understand the Ayush Ministry issued coconut oil, garlic, and turmeric for
Yeah.
COVID. We have allicin and curcumin.
I think this cures of the cardiac issue, no?
I saw your memo dated March 2020.
Yeah.
Updated. What is this?
Medical cannabis.
This is a hot cake.
Oh, yes.
This is hot cake globally.
Is it allowed already in India?
Presently, not certain states are allowed. It's about talking to acts. It is mentioned there.
Okay. We have our advocacy program about health. So we have our radio broadcast. It happens 3 times a day. Radio, Facebook, YouTube, this. And instead of going to the different radio stations, we have our own studio here.
Okay.
And this is patched to many different stations already. This is what we will do later. And that's me earlier. Now I change costume. I have a different job description here.
Different
A lot of testing, microbiome for E. coli, Salmonella, and so on. Correct. And we also do testing for heavy metals, and also to test the purity of substances.
So DTL is there, drug testing lab you have.
Yes.
In-house.
In-house.
For heavy metals, you follow WHO.
Correct. Heavy metals, and also for specific compounds, we can test for purity. Curcumin, we test the purity here.
This is a extract company extract you have.
And then we add the piperine. Use the lower one. Use the lower and then increase the volume.
Yeah.
I use the lower volume but higher percentage. I'll show you. Curcuma longa.
Extract you are using hydroalcoholic you are using?
Yes.
Extract you are hydroalcoholic.
This is our turmeric. And it grows up to 7 feet, 8 feet tall.
Wow.
And each rhizome could be 5-7 kilos.
One plant. Not one plant.
One plant.
Variety in India.
The yield of one crop.
Yeah, rhizome of one plant is 5 to 7 kilos, and the percentage is 6% instead of 2 to 5%.
6%. And then you then do the test.
And this is all organic, right?
Yes, all are 100% organic. So in 1 hectare, the yield is higher because the amount of kilos is higher, and the percentage. And by the way, This is in one university in the north. This is in Region 2, in partnership with the Department of Science and Technology and Isabela State University. Pasyalan po natin doon
Sige, we'll go there.
when you go there.
Sige.
Imagine, luyang dilaw this big. The ordinary is about 200 grams only. This is now in another university, Region 3, Nueva Ecija University, again with the Department of Science and Technology. We plant a different herb here, Moringa oleifera, malunggay.
Kuya malunggay.
So in each area, we plant something different, depending on the culture or the weather, the climate. Nutrition, and also to support for brain, for cholesterol. We do that.
Yeah, that's why.
In the Region 1, with the Department of Agriculture. You see, we work with the government on different projects. We also have a plantation there. And for every area that we have plantation, we make sure that we have our processing facility inside the plantation. So when we establish a farm, we establish a facility there. Those are only processing for the raw materials, but the manufacturing is still done here. Farmer, let's go. Quality control now. Pasok po tayo sa Just
Yes.
this is our open. Microbiome. Pasok po tayo. Come on.
Come inside.
Let's go inside. So,
We shall not be entering inside.
no, we will go straight lang. This is our microbiome lab to test for impurities, yeast, E. coli, salmonella, other contamination dito. Masyadong strict tong FDA. Hindi lang isang set, several sets ang ginawa sa amin. Several sets. Hello.
Administration's very
Our
strict.
chemist, bio, pharmacist, and so on. They're all
Are there any approvals they may be taking?
Only endorsements.
Yes.
Because your approval is from the FDA.
Yes,
The FDA sometimes asks for our opinion when we can endorse.
Here we have the HPLC, AAS, and other machines
Dr. Good.
to test for heavy metals or purity of the substances. Hi, Geraldine, come on. Lika dito po tayo. Come on. Director? To test for heavy metals, saka yung purity. Para malaman totoo ba o hindi. We would like to welcome Congressman Ace Barbers, Chairman of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs,
Hello, hi, hello.
Ayush Ministry and the Indian Ministry.
I'm so sorry for coming dressed like this. It was a casual. It was a casual visit. Welcome to the.
Dr. Annabel de Guzman of PITAC, Director General.
I
Well, in this room, instrument room, we can do testing for materials, just to make sure that they are what we claim. Also the percentage purity. So we can do this for supplements or even synthetic materials or even for drugs. We can do this, we can use this.
Heavy metals?
Heavy metals, yes. And we have two of each.
For manufacturing, which water you are using?
We have specially delivered water.
Especially delivered.
We don't use the water on the line, although that's already filtered and clean. So we have a team of chemists, biologists, pharmacists, and so on. Let's go to the other side.
Thank you po.
Salamat sa inyo. Oh, by the way, this is just a segment of our, this is just our testing facility. Our research facility is done on site. Remember, we have plantations in Region 1, Region 2, Region 3, and we have processing there. We have our research facilities on site in different regions. This is office. And then we'll go to the other side later. We'll just wait for the group. Congressman, ito po ating maliit na office. Bali dito po, here, we have our manufacturing sa baba. We have the testing here. But research and development is done on site. Remember, we have 3 plantations, Region 1, 2, and 3. And each plantation, we have processing facilities. That's where we do our research, our cloning, our tissue culture, and so on. That's where we do it. And then the processed materials there are brought here for manufacturing. We have testing there, and then we have testing here also, just to be sure. That's for herbal supplements. For synthetic drugs or synthetic materials, it goes here directly. Now we will go to the backside. We will go to the area of manufacturing where most companies will not bring you. I'll bring you there. This is the mechanical deck. This is supposed to be the dirty, ugly side. This is responsible for maintaining the cleanliness, the purity of our products. Then it should be clean. I'll show you.
Sir, the additional trader planning to put up a national institute. We are from the government, sir. We're all from the government. Yeah. Government sila, sir. Beside the move of the Indian sir, is the counselor of the National Institute of Ayurveda in Jaipur, India. And then I will introduce them to you one by one.
So we can ask everybody to join. Okay. This is the mechanical deck. This area is responsible for a few things. Number 1, temperature. That's easy, temperature. Number 2, responsible for the amount of humidity inside. We have to control the moisture. Right now, it's a little humid. The materials will be damaged and the finished goods will also be affected. So we have a machine here to specify the amount of moisture I want inside the processing. I set it at 40% maximum. Third, this is also responsible for air purity inside. For drug manufacturing, the maximum limit is 100,000 particles per unit. We got this tested and the result is only 10,000 particles. 10 times better than FDA approval, FDA requirement. And number 4, we also control the pressure inside the manufacturing area. We are on top of the manufacturing area. I will show you that later. Each cubicle and the hallway will have different air pressures, negative and positive pressure, to avoid contamination. So these machines are responsible for that. Oh, by the way, that machine is from India. Dry air. Ang barbers, itong ating manufacturing area, gano'ng kalinis.
Malinis.
Sabi ng FDA sa atin, bakit daw ganito ang ginawa natin? Hindi naman daw required nila. Sabi ko di ba
sila
ASEAN?
More than what is
May ASEAN convention. Sabi hindi pa naman daw tayo signatory. Sabi ko, magre-renovate pa ako later. Hindi mo na. Nauna na tayo.
There's a team.
Wala po kayo na.
If you go to the left, is the washing.
This one on the left. And there's also plenty downstairs. Kabila, so we can have our press and glance. Okay with you? Years, including GMP and halal. Pati GMP. Ang hindi nakanapo po ay
Institute of Ayurveda.
Okay.
Okay, and also Dr. Raman Mohan Singh, he's the Director, Pharmacopeia Commission for Indian Medicine. And
Professor,
Yeah.
Vice Chancellor inside.
Vice Chancellor Professor
Sandeep.
Sandeep Sharma, the head of the delegation, is
Director Pedrosa and Director Mark Paragoso were sa labas. Okay.
Is the GMP is mandatory?